This is Jello Eyes. Tonight I'm going to attempt to show off my top 10 80s slasher films. Okay, I'm going to exclude Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw. So the well-known ones won't be included in this. That's not to say, they're not good enough, but I just want to leave them out and do a couple of others, alright? Okay, so first up on the list here is To All a Good Night. Okay, so this is number 10, alright? And this is basically about a group of teenagers who go to this party in this house and then get stalked by a killer in a Santa Claus outfit. This is actually directed by David Hess, the actor in Last House on the Left. So he's actually made a slasher, and it's not too bad. Coming at number 10, it's quite a cool little slasher film, and I don't think that many people have seen this because I don't think it's available on DVD. It's only got a video release, and this is actually a transfer from my VHS. So that's how I've managed to get hold of this one. Okay, so this is 1980, alright, directed by David Hess, and it's a Santa Claus themed slasher film. Okay, let's take a look at the back here. Okay, so that's To All a Good Night. You probably only find this on video. Correct me if I'm wrong. If there is a DVD release, if anyone knows of one, let us know. Alright? Okay, so that's number 10. Okay, number 9 is this film here. Ruggiero Deodato's Body Count. Okay, this was released in 1987. Okay, and actually stars David Hess in this as well. Also got a really good music score by Claudio Simoletti. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but anyway. So it's got a really good music score, this film, and it's about a bunch of teenagers who go camping up to this cabin in the woods, and basically this character here dispatches them off one by one in quite a gory fashion. It's got the woody sort of eerie feeling to the film as well. It's a good slasher. Comes in at number 9, and this is the uncut version of the film. The UK release is actually cut, and this is on EMS label. Okay, and that is Ruggiero Deodato's Body Count. Alright. Okay, number 8 is The Mutilator. Okay, this is quite a gory slasher, directed by Buddy Cooper. This is about a bunch of college kids who take a trip up to a vacation home where one of the kids' father lives there part-time. I think he's a fisherman because he's got loads of fisherman hooks and stuff like that in his shed, and he returns back randomly one night and starts killing all of, I think, his son's friends. And there are quite a few gruesome scenes. There's a gory scene with a chainsaw in this. There's a fish hook scene where this girl gets impaled quite nastily by this fish hook. This is loaded up on the gore, and it is quite a good slasher film. Really goofy, really cheesy, but I really enjoyed this. Got a really high body count in this one. Okay, for those who haven't seen this and like a lot of gore and like their slashers cheesy, check this out. And the same with Body Count and To All a Good Night. I mean, all three of those are ultra cheesy, but this one, I think this will probably be the cheesiest out of all of them that I've picked here, The Mutilator. So that's number 8. Okay, number 7 is Sleepaway Camp. This is the second one on Hardbox. The first one I've lent to a friend, so I'm just showing this off so people get an idea of what I'm showing here. Okay, and this is about Angela, who gets sent to a summer camp with her brother or sister, I can't remember, and a few other family members. And while she's there, people start dying. People start getting killed in random ways. I think somebody gets their hand or head boiled in a soup bowl. There's all sorts of things going on in this film, but basically it's a summer camp slasher with quite a dramatic twist at the end. For those who've seen that will know what I'm referring to on that. Okay, so this is Sleepaway Camp 1, and it came out in 1983. Okay, so that's number 7, Sleepaway Camp. Okay, number 6. Right, this is Stage Fright, also known as Bloody Bird, aka Aquarius. This is Michael Sovey's slasher. This is about a group of actors who go for rehearsal in this theatre, and while the play is running at the beginning, this woman is acting out being killed, but actually she is being killed by this character who's wearing a kind of owl's head, and then it continues along the lines of everybody getting picked off one by one. They're locked in this theatre. Really good music score, really good slasher. This solid slasher film, and this is particularly good. I really like this. And this is just a large hard box of it here, limited to 333. And I think there's a card in here as well. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, there's a little. See if I can get that out. Yeah, so that's the other title, Aquarius. I've got a few other covers of this film as well. Yeah, so that's 1987. Michael Sovey's Aquarius, Bloody Bird, or Stage Fright. Okay, number 5. Right, this is Jeff Lieberman's Just Before Dawn. This is a backward slasher in the woods. It's about a group of people I think they've purchased some property, and they go up to check it out, just have a general look around, set up camp up there, and then mysteriously, I think a few of them go missing, and then they find out that this kind of rednecky, huge character, huge guy in this, goes around stalking them with, I think it's a machete or an axe, and just sort of picks them off. It's got quite a few good twists in this film as well. I don't want to give loads of it away, but yeah, Just Before Dawn came out in 1981, and this is quite a good backward slasher. Along the lines of, I think another one's Final Terror is quite a good one as well, but I went with this, Just Before Dawn, and this has got quite an atmospheric, eerie feel to the film, which is kind of quite unique. I don't think all slashers capture that well, but this has certainly managed to pull this off incredibly well. This is a German glass case of it on CMV Laservision. Okay, so that is Just Before Dawn, Jeff Lieberman's Just Before Dawn, 1981. Okay, at number 4, we've got the Prowler, Pitchfork Killer. Incredible effects by Tom Savini. Okay, his best. I think he's got his best effects in this film. Directed by Joseph Zito, and this was released in 1981. Basically, revolves around a group of people on their sort of dance night, prom night, kind of dance. Yeah, it's a dance night, and they all get stalked and killed by this masked killer in various gory fashions. The deaths in this are exceptional. Savini's effects are really good. I love the practical effects. If CGI is used, it needs to be done properly, and it should not be done obviously and blatantly. I'll always go with the old school effects. CGI just doesn't cut it for me unless it's done appropriately in the right places. Just throwing it around in films just doesn't really cut the mustard for me. I end up turning it off. But this one is absolutely superb. So that is The Prowler, or Rosemary's Killer. Yeah, Rosemary's Killer. And this came out in 1981. Joseph Zito. Moving on to number 3. Okay, this is Maniac, starring Joe Spinell and Caroline Munro. Okay, also contains Savini's effects in this. Really, really class A1 effects. Directed by William Lustig. He did Maniac Cop as well. And this is another film that captures the atmosphere and creates a really good setting for this character. Joe Spinell's character, he's an absolute lunatic in this film, and you can believe it as well. His acting is superb. He's sweating out. He's all over the place in this film, and it's dark, eerie, depressing, and the kills that he pulls off are absolutely superb. He blows someone's head open with a shotgun. There's various impaling scenes, stabbing scenes, and what he's trying to achieve is basically scalp all his victims and I think he places them on mannequins. Yeah, this is certainly right up there at the top. Maniac, okay, 1980, directed by William Lustig, Joe Spinell, Callum Munro, and Tom Savini. Okay, so that's number 3. Okay, right. Number 2 and number 1, it was a close draw for me. I was torn between these two, so it could have gone either way. So just to let you know that before I show these could have gone either way. They're both my absolute favourite. So eventually I went with this as number 2. Okay, this is the German title, but the film is The Burning. Tony Maylam, I think he's a British director, but this is an American film. He directed this. Tom Savini special effects again. They're exceptional in this. I mean, if you've seen the raft scene, the scenes with the shears, the scene where he gets his fingers chopped off, you know, they're really, really good. And this sort of revolves around a group of kids again, and the summer camp sort of theme. Get stalked and slashed by Cropsey, this character on the front here. Basically, some campers play a prank on him that goes wrong. I think they set alight a skull with worms in it, and he knocks it onto his bed, and basically he goes up in flames, and supposedly he's killed, but no, he comes back disfigured, and he mutilates all these kids at this summer camp, and it is particularly good, this film. Again, it captures the atmosphere. This film is superb. I mean, the scenes in the woods, really, really well done, really, really creepy, and you know something's going to happen to these kids. Okay, so that is The Burning, 1981, number 2. Alright, number 1. I've gone with The Intruder, Blood Night, directed by Scott Spiegel in 1989. This is a supermarket slasher, and has got appearances by Ted Raimi, Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell. I mean, they've all got small parts in it, but they appear in this film, and it's about this character here. I think he owns 48% of the supermarket, and the other partner owns 52, and the partner owns 52, wants to sell it, and he doesn't. So basically, he loses the plot and just murders everyone. Just kills everyone, and again, the effects, the gore is way over the top in this, and quite graphic. But I like the atmosphere in this film. It's funny, it's goofy, it's got all the parts that I like to a slasher. This is just a large hard box of it. I've got a few other additions to this film because I like it so much. I think I've got another 2 hard boxes, a dragon release, and a glass case of this as well. Yeah, there's not a hell of a load I can say about this because I have spoken about it in other videos, but this is superior to many of the other supermarket slashers out there. Absolutely amazing. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed my top 10. Leave comments, tell me what you think. I mean, some of the ones I've gone with, there are others that I really like as well. So I may do a revised list in the near future. But yeah, leave your comments. Let us know what you reckon about this. Yeah, and if anyone else wants to show off their top 10 80s slashers, I think I've just had 2 Italian ones in here. I wanted to go with the US ones more, and I'll cover some other countries' films, perhaps in another vid later on. All right. So I did get another vid in before Christmas. So I just want to wish everyone Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Have a good time, guys. All right. Take care of yourselves. Bye.